Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Kirsty and this is Stuck in the Mud. Thank you everyone for subscribing to my channel and for liking my videos. I really do hope they are helping you on your OCD and anxiety recovery journey. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to do that. You can do it anytime. It doesn't cost anything. It's free and it really helps get my videos out there and help as many people as possible, because I really like the idea of building an OCD community where we can help each other, because we all deserve freedom from OCD. So I had a request to talk about the OCD backdoor spike. So what do I mean by this? So we can be in the midst of a period of recovery from OCD and we can still get intrusive thoughts. You know, OCD wants our attention and it will try any way to get it. You know, we need to be more aware that OCD could reemerge ready to sabotage our progress. And I don't mean that we should be on guard watching our thoughts 24/7, you know, because our recovery would then become an obsession. You know, we would be on guard all the time thinking, you know, oh my goodness, OCD is going to come and get me again at any time. We don't want that to become a ritual and an obsession of ours. But we should be enjoying our life without OCD calling the shots anymore. You know, it's amazing, and no doubt it's probably taken much effort on your part to do the therapy to change our behaviour in regards to our intrusive thoughts, our obsessions and our compulsions. So it's, you know, big pat on the back to anyone doing this, you know, doing the work. It's a really hard thing, and, you know, we don't always give ourselves, you know, enough praise that we're actually doing something that's really, really difficult. It's really difficult to change our behaviour. You know, we couldn't be doing this for so long. Like myself, you know, 40 years, OCD has been the biggest part of my life. You know, it's all I've known growing up is OCD and engaging with my thoughts. But, you know, it's difficult at first to change that. And so when we actually get stuck into the therapy and, you know, become consistent with what we're supposed to be doing with all these things, we're supposed to be leaving them alone, we're not supposed to be engaging with OCD, you know, that takes a lot of time and effort. And, you know, there's a lot of up and downs. There's going to be, you know, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, and then, you know, you make that progress, and that's where we ultimately want to be. But yeah, big pat on the back to anyone that's going through this right now, and just keep going, because you will get there and you can get better from this. But the OCD backdoor spike, it happens in those times when we're feeling good. You know, we're less anxious, we're not engaging in rituals anymore. We're likely experiencing less unwanted intrusive thoughts as well. And those that do crop up from time to time, you know, we will barely notice, but that's because we've taught our brain an important thing there. You know, we've taught it that these thoughts are not important. We're not involving ourselves with it, and the brain catches up with that and it'll just disregard them as soon as they come in now. You know, it's just a quicker process. But of course, when we involve ourselves with them, it lengthens everything out and it makes it bigger and stronger. And that's the place we don't want to be. You know, we want our brain to pick up on the fact that these just are not important. These thoughts, you know, they're coming and going as fast as they come in, they're going. And that's the place we really ultimately want to be. We might suddenly become aware of the lack of anxiety in our life now. You know, we'll get anxious about not being anxious. You know, I'm going to hold my hands up here. That is something that I have experienced in my recovery journey, because we're so used to, you know, we're so well rehearsed in OCD, and, you know, it's just, you know, it's second nature to us to involve ourselves in these thoughts and try and figure everything out. And it's a real big change in our lives when we're not doing those behaviours anymore. And when it's not there, you know, it's strange. It's a really strange feeling, because we're so used to it being there all the time. And, you know, when we're not engaging with it and we're not getting all those uncomfortable emotions that come alongside it, you know, we're not getting all the anxiety and the guilt, the shame, it's a big part that's missing of our life. But we should embrace that and enjoy it, because, you know, it shouldn't have been there as long as it was, because it had no place in our lives. You know, this is OCD is so far apart from our values as a person, and it feeds on that, and we don't deserve to be there at all. And we should be enjoying the fact that we've done the work, we've done the therapy, and we're starting to recover. But OCD will thrive on this realization, and it will notice the lack of obsessions and compulsions that, they are like a friend that we don't really want. And as for so long, it felt like a safety net, OCD, for me. It was this safety seeking behavior, and it felt like my safe place because that's all I knew. And it's all I knew for so long, and this is just another way OCD wants to hijack, your recovery journey, because it sees a way in. It sees a way it could hook you in there because, it's sensing that there's a void. There's a void, we're not experiencing any of these uncomfortable emotions anymore. We're feeling good, and that's brilliant. That's where we want to be. That's the ultimate goal. And we've got to be aware that OCD might try and, like I say, jump on in and just try and reel you back in. And it'll do that any way it can. And like I say, it'll take that backdoor option where we are doing well and we're doing the work we should be doing. And we've just got to recognize that this is just another intrusive thought. And we don't need to question why we're not feeling anxious anymore, because it's just another way it wants to try and trip us up and get our attention, get us engaged. And the earlier on we can do it, the better, because the more we try and work out why we're not feeling anxious, the more we're going to get sucked in. And that's what OCD wants. That's its ultimate goal in just keeping us trapped in that OCD cycle where we don't want to be. But if we can realize that this is just a thought, it's just an intrusive thought, why I'm not feeling anxious, am I safe? Am I doing the right thing? These are all just ways that OCD it's the what ifs, what if this is not right? What if by not engaging with it, I'm actually putting myself in danger? These are all ways that OCD will try and trip you back up and hook you back into that washing machine cycle of OCD. So I really hope this has explained what the OCD backdoor spike is, and the fact that we should embrace those times when we're actually feeling good and not question why the anxiety is there. I know it's going to be difficult. Just think of it as an intrusive thought and not engage with it. Let it be there, and it will fade on its own. The more we're not engaging with these thoughts and these intrusive thoughts, the rituals, it gets easier. The more consistent we are, it does take time. It's not an easy process, but like I say, when you get there are going to be times when OCD wants your attention, and it's going to be finding different ways, and it's going to get creative. And like I say, this backdoor spike is a real crafty way of trying to hook you back in, because it's trying to make you confused as to why you're getting these thoughts. But it's all just the bully that is OCD, just trying to get you hooked. And don't let it. Let it be there for as long as it wants, and it'll fade on its own. Just enjoy the freedom you're having from OCD ruling your life. So thanks for watching this video today, guys. I hope it's helped you, and if you found it useful, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video.